What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Can't Talk, I'm Creating. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Can't Talk, I'm Creating podcast. First episode of the new year, episode 30. We are here. Happy New Year's to everyone watching this. I hope your New Year's was good. I hope your 2024 ended good, and we're getting into this new year. We're starting this year off strong. Great episode. We have a special guest, Matt Management, and his boy Nico. Matt Management is the owner of 4TC. 4TCENT with 2 T's on Instagram. He's a music marketer, very similar to what Logan does. It's a really good, insightful conversation this week on the couch with these two. Kind of get the perspective from two different music marketers. We don't just talk music marketing in this episode. We also discuss this impromptu studio session that I did with Skrilla. That's an interesting story. We talk about that whole story and how me and Logan got connected to then set up this office. We go over that whole story. Logan and Matt also discuss some pet peeves they have with working with artists. So I think it's a great, insightful episode if you are an artist or an entrepreneur, a videographer, or a marketer, anything in the creative space around music. I think this is a great, insightful episode for that. This week's comment is, bam! Steve is laying on the couch, another great episode. I gotta give the shout out to you. This is the first person who commented about the secret. You'd only know what this comment means if you watch to the end of the episodes. So make sure you watch to the end of the episodes. But I just want to give a shout out to you, this week's comment, for being a real viewer and watching to the last second. All right, guys, let's get into this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bam!
We had to do content for my favorite drink in the world.
Alibi.
Yeah. Other than that, just want to fix the aesthetic up, make sure the layout and everything's good. We're going to start music reviewing.
Absolutely.
Kicking it into the new year. A lot of other platforms and stuff, I feel, dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
And there's not an outlet for underground artists.
No.
Unless they pay big money, and no one's really supporting them from the jump.
And then even then, like, I've been, you know the guy Freshly 101?
Yeah.
Good dude. I mean, I'm sure he's a great dude, but, like, I can't buy a review from him to save my life. I'd be DMing him, he'd be responding. He's, yo, you payment ready? Yup, I can send it right now. Doesn't respond for like 3 days. Then I'll see it on his story, like replying to all promos, reply to this story, and then I'll reply to the story. He'll be like, bet, are you good to go? And I'll be like, yes. And then he doesn't. So it's like, I feel like it's definitely a big, to your point, it's a big gap in the pages, especially in your lane. I mean, me personally, I think that from where I sit, academics is the only page that has a person behind it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, Say Cheese has Sean Cotton, but Sean Cotton's not really a personality. You know what I mean? Say Cheese is a huge page, but like Sean Cotton's not plastering his face on there doing music reviews. You know, I feel like academics, and then maybe No Jumper with Adam 22 are really the only two blogs that have that human connection behind them. And arguably, those are, before No Jumper got deleted, those were two of the most influential blogs on the internet. And it's because, and then even academics that does the lives and everything, like, you know, people are buying into what he says and believing his stories because he's telling them, you know, and I mean, it's not just a faceless page. And I think that'll be a really cool addition to add to the repertoire of things. And I'm honestly excited to review some music because I think that type of shit would be fun, you know, especially given, you know, honest opinions, you know what I mean? Telling people, you know, this shit is ass, go back to the drawing board. If it's good, telling them it's good, because I feel like a lot of music reviews that are out there that exist aren't really all that truthful for the artist out of fear of their music review platform not going over well. But
I feel like they don't have the accolades or, like, you know, to even say what works or what doesn't.
Right.
So want to put a twist on actually educating them instead of just pointing fingers.
Yep. Like, yo, this is good, but this is why. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to tell you something that I can't give you an answer on how to fix it.
Kind of the pros and cons of what the music is good, the highlights, and then kind of what's not good. And, hey, maybe you could change this, from my opinion.
No, I agree with what the point you were making with a lot of people just feeling like they got to say everything's dope so that artist likes them and just...
to protect the brand. You know, because if the whole brand is based on reviewing unrepresented artist music, if you start dissing the unrepresented artists, you no longer have a brand or business, whereas, you know, people is buying 4TC posts regardless of what you say online.
That's
you know
what I'm saying. We're not really doing it for money.
Right.
It's more of just to get awareness and keep our pages consistent with content, and maybe to open an outlet for underground artists. So whether, you know, it's not going to affect me whether they're upset at our opinion or not. You know, I think, but that's the reason why people are going to respect us.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I think people actually will resonate with that, having something where you have an opinion. There's something you're not just shilling anything that's coming out and just putting it
Yeah.
on.
And even then, like on top of that, I think it's also a cool opportunity, to your point, to educate. You know what I mean? Like, all right, yeah, like the song is cool, but like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Let's look at your YouTube and let's look at the video and let's tell you if the video is any good. How you could improve the video. Let's look at how you're promoting the music. You know what I mean? If that let's really give, to your point, advice from people that do it on, hey, yeah, our opinion on the song is only going to go but so far. You liking a song doesn't help anybody financially. It doesn't help anybody logistically. Us listening to a song and being like, this is what you could do to make this better. This is what you could do to promote this better. You could do this to make it go better on this aspect. Like having all these different options, in my opinion, are really going to be what's going to separate it, because I feel like a lot of the music review people, it doesn't go past opinion of the music, and that's not going to help anybody. Like we need to educate people on what they can do better and change the way that these people get access to information, because you want to be a doctor, you go to school 8 years, you know what I mean? You learn medicine, you know what I mean? You learn there's only one heart, there's only two lungs, there's only one stomach, there's only, you know what I mean? Like with this music shit, it's not like that, you know what I mean? There's no book, there's no course. I know plenty of people that have graduated from places like Full Sail University that claim to teach the music industry that know nothing about the music industry outside of the concepts. Because then even there's two different sides to the music industry. There's the music business, which you can learn from school. What is a split sheet? What is a DSP? What is a producer? What is a sync license? Like, you can learn that type of stuff, but learning what works and what doesn't, learning how to move the needle, you can't buy and sell that. You can't teach that in class, because all the people that are, it's like the same thing, like, and I don't mean to go on a rant, but like, 9 times out of 10, your accounting professor is a failed accountant. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, your media and science, your media and studies teacher is somebody that didn't succeed in the media and studies sector. You know what I mean? Like, these people aren't teaching for sport unless they're hyper rich. The people that are teaching for careers are teaching because that's all they could figure out how to do, sadly. So with the music, it's even harder, because you go to these classes with these people that have never worked in the music industry, and they're telling you how the industry works. And then you get into the industry and you're like, like nobody ever told me about short form content. Nobody ever told me about algorithms. Nobody ever taught me about what the best hip hop blogs to promote music are. Like, you get this degree and you get thrown into the job and you don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
But you know what that was fucked up? It's because there's a lot of people like us who we have the actual resources, but there might be someone who only knows how to run ads, right?
Yep.
And they reach that one person first because they make a million videos and they tell them what they're able to profit off of.
Yep.
Not what's actually able to help them to develop as an artist.
Exactly.
So it puts them in a crutch on, hey, I spent $2,000 with this guy and I didn't get anywhere. Well, I'm sorry, that guy didn't teach you what marketing or artist development is. He taught you what he knows how to do, so that way he can put some money in his pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me? It's it's a different game. Like, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, everyone who reaches us, they say, I've been scammed before.
Yeah, I would say 10 times out of 10.
That doesn't have shit to do with me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's you know what
that
I mean?
guy.
Y'all gotta go holler at that guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been having this conversation a lot with clients, because one of my most common questions that I ask people when I do my initial consultation call with somebody is like, what experience do you have marketing? Like, have you ever done anything? If you have, did you get scammed? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Like, let's start there. What do you know about marketing? And 9 times out of 10, it's one thing. Oh, yeah, well, I had some guy that was running ads. All right, ads is cool. What about the rest? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause don't get me wrong, I have a ton of clients that I only run ads for, but those clients are only running ads because that's what fits in their budgeting parameters. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, these, the pages strategy is just one part of the strategy. It's one way to move it. It's the most expensive by far to do the Instagram page strategy, because just even with the deal that we have for the pages, it's still, $500 for almost the whole roster. And to do that once or twice a week, plus say cheese 700, plus all these other pages, you're talking about thousands of dollars a week. And it takes a couple of months of doing that a couple times a week to get to being a household name. And that's just one way to do it. The right way to do it for you is going to be dependent on your circumstances. If you have $50,000 to blow, all right, cool. That strategy will work for you. If you got $500 a month, you can't even think about that strategy. You know what I mean? So you got to go mostly with an ad strategy combined with content, you know, and you post the content every couple of days, post it up properly. We teach them oh yeah, put it in this resolution, put the words on it, post it this many times, see and track the statistics. It's like, there's so many different ways to do it. And I would say 9 out of 10 times, really 99 out of 100 times, the people have one experience. Oh yeah, I had playlists before and they deleted my song.
And guess what? They got 5 posts on their Instagram. The Instagram ads aren't going to do shit for you if you didn't post 30 or 40 times, so they understand your fan base, your algorithm, who to post to. They don't like to do the other footwork.
Exactly.
Like the ad's supposed to add fuel to the fire, right?
Exactly.
So why not do the free stuff in the beginning? Hit up someone like WaveChange and say, hey, bro, I don't think it makes sense for me to run YouTube ads on a music video right now. Can we go shoot 8 to 10, 12 pieces of individual content? I don't need After Effects, you feel me? I don't need all these other extra edits. I need raw, clean visuals.
Yep.
Let's run IG ads or, you know, stuff like that on top of Facebook and Meta ads.
Yep.
And then we'll save the YouTube once we actually build the fan base.
Exactly.
Once you run ads on your YouTube, you're stuck doing that for the rest of your life, or you fell off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now your ass backwards for the rest of your
Yep.
career.
And that's another. I always tell people that too. I feel like that's one of the most. I don't ever call it an argument, but that's one of the most points that I end up going back and forth on with people. Is people are like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna drop this video. I need 100,000 views. Like, all right, what about the next one? And then what about the one after that? And then what about the one after that? Do you really want to have to run 100? Because a 100,000 view campaign, you go to Indochina, $300. You want it in the United States, it's like $2,000 to really do it properly. You know what I mean? With like, because then there's also all these different ways to run the ads. To run ads and put them in front of people that listen to music, to have your video play after Future's video in the United States, about $2,000 to get 100,000 views that way. You want to do that every time? You know what I mean? It's like, why I never understand why.
I know why. They want to go to sleep at night and say, hey, my video did good. And I tell them that on the phone calls. Hey, you want to go to sleep at night and think your video did something? That's fine. I can run ads for you. You want 100,000 or $1 million? You want to actually do something and stop running in place and wasting your time and your money. If you say you have a family and stuff to invest in, do it the smart way.
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't make music for me, like you said. You don't make music for you. You make music for the audience.
Exactly.
Go get the content from WaveChange. Chop the content down. Whatever performs well, you take on to the next month and stop doing a play-by-play situation. Go link up with him. Oh, I can't link up with Wave 2, 3, 4 times. Word. Go link up with him one day out of the week. Go bring 10 change of clothes. Shoot all the pieces of content and go sit your ass home for a month. Be lazy and post the videos if you want to be lazy.
Even that's better than nothing. You know what I mean? Like, let's jump in.
It blows my mind. Like you said, a good point. Like they don't do there's so much free work that you can do as an artist that pays off so much, but you just have to do it consistently. But
We
they'll
had a
skip
clip
over that.
On this podcast, you know the guy that'd be like, "What the hell?" That dude is from Patterson. It's like 20 minutes away from here. Yeah, if you want to meet him, I'm gonna bring him. He's coming back to meet with me this weekend because he's got so much untapped potential. Like it's not even funny. But we'll get into that off the cameras. But he came up here. We just clipped the podcast. He's been posting podcast clips twice, almost once or twice a day since we started this.
28 weeks.
28 weeks. Multiple times a day, 7 days a week was 28 times 7, 140 plus 8 times 7 is 48. That's 188 pieces of content.
Yeah, around 200.
The 187th got 4 million views, and the TikTok page went up like 2,000 followers
like 2,000,
in a week. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know how much money we would have to pay to get to get a TikTok page to 2,000 followers from zero? We just posted one video that did well, and we got it all for free. You know what I mean? And that's the part that these people don't understand. It's like you can get so much further. And then on top of that, when you're an artist, the other thing too is like I always tell these people, why are you picking the songs you drop? You don't know what songs people are gonna like. What is your egotistical ass talking about? Oh, this song is gonna. You don't know that. I don't know that. You don't know that. He don't know that. None of us, and even Orlando, he don't know what song is gonna go. You have an inkling, this guy's hot, whatever, but nobody knows what song is going to go up. It's impossible. You know,
Nah, that's false.
I always
false.
You think so?
I think so.
You think so? Why?
I signed RT without him being in the studio.
That's not the song though, that's the image.
But it was a snippet. I did the same snippet that was on the thing. You feel me? I heard the hook and was like, I need that hook. I need that hook for it to blow.
I feel like you gotta test different things though, like different songs and see what
But
goes.
I do think it's possible. That's what
It might be.
I think a song is the song is possible if you have the knowledge. Me and you have.
True.
Come
With
on,
the
you
marketing.
know if you hear a
True.
good song that this is a song I can blow up.
True.
But I feel like but the thought is it's you know how to make it work. It's not necessarily you just know this song will work just if you.
But
just
it's got to
posted
be
it.
the song.
But yeah, 100%.
True.
But
no, this is a good debate. I mean, I don't know because it is right. Like
'Cause I think-
technically, like for example, like with like the first time that I seen like a Georgiana, like, it's pretty simple to be like, yeah, that's gonna go viral. I guess to refine my statement. Let me know if you agree with it with this refining. Platinum hit.
For sure.
That one is, you know what I
Impossible.
mean? Like something viral moment. I take it back. Anybody can predict a viral moment
I think
with the right marketing resources.
yeah, but I think any song with the right marketing can go viral in whatever way, whatever level that is. But I don't like regardless of how the quality of the song is. I think with the right marketing, but not the other way. If you have the perfect song and don't market it, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But I don't
So-
think there's many people like us.
No, true.
That's the other half of it. Like we take that for granted, where we
had
have the
years of seeing this shit.
yeah, where we can, do you ever look at a music video for more than 30, 40 seconds and
Nah.
say this?
I can
ain't
tell
it?
you he doesn't.
You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Like we're being humble by saying that.
Yeah,
You
true.
don't know. They don't know. But it's education.
Been
But
doing
it
for
takes years of not only you can't go to school, you can't be, on YouTube all the time. You actually have to be in the field to understand this too.
Yeah, and you have to be paying attention to everything too. Like I spend so much time on social media as a viewer. You know what I mean? I don't really interact with too much, but I'm always just like looking at what's going on and taking mental note of what works, what doesn't, what blogs are doing well, what blogs aren't doing well. And I think to circle it back to what I was saying is that as an artist trying to figure this out, if you have 10 songs that you want to drop, you should be doing what you just said, getting with him to make 10 pieces of content, posting all 10 of them, and then deciding based on those results what you're actually going to put the money behind. That's the part that people are missing. Because
And-
they just want to pick, oh, this song is it. Like, why don't
And
you
you
let
can
somebody else
you can do
decide?
that without spending any money on
Yeah.
somebody like me. You could just
You could
make
just do
videos on your
trailers.
phone
Trailers, yeah.
and drop whichever one gets the most likes. You go
Even if
gauge
it's
off
only
that.
30 and then one of them gets 60. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
enough of a difference.
So
to
you
be
know
like,
have a
alright,
gauge, yeah, because that's what going back to like you said, the free work. That's why I am so consistent with content because I don't want to spend money on having to do things. And I always saw it's like if I just do content nonstop in a mass amount, this can pay off just as much as if I went to Logan and was like, I want to dump X amount of dollars to promote this one thing.
Yeah.
But
And if you did, any money that we would have spent in this podcast would not have brought in the results that we got from that clip.
Instagram and all these platforms is a reward platform.
Yeah.
The only thing they're gonna reward us back with engagement is we're consistent.
Yeah, being there because they want people to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, so why not? We have to post every single day. Whoever doesn't like that shit, go watch somebody else or go on TikTok or whatever. I don't want you to follow me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You
that's
feel
what
me?
that's what blows because people will just like complain to like I'm sure they complain to you. I've heard artists complain to me about I don't want to have to post every day. Like,
go do
do you
something
want
now.
to
Go
be?
fucking
Do you
put
want to
the
be an
fries
artist?
in
Then it's like
Then you don't
it's
want to
like,
put in that work.
I want to be a doctor, and then you're I don't want to go to school for 8 years. Like you're telling me you can't just hook me up, make me a doctor right now. I don't want. It's
This
just
is
what comes with.
This is the only time they're allowed to do that. Once you get past a certain threshold, if you do that, you're goofy. There's so much levels to this shit that you better count your blessings that you're able to still study case and test your music out. Because if you drop some or don't, you fell off or whatever it is, there's 3 other people that got hot in the past month. You're old news.
Yeah.
So dump your content until you get 1 or 2 narratives and let that
Then
shit
build
fly,
up,
bro.
yeah.
Hey, look at this perfect example. Case in point is the artist we were just talking about before it started, Fred. You know what I mean? It's with LLC4. The clip that's going viral for Fred looks like it was recorded off of a potato.
No, for sure.
Like it literally looks like it was recorded on a potato.
And he didn't make any excuses.
You know, like that. I know that shit was some we about to go. Come on, let's go outside real quick. Let's just do it. Performing without a shirt on in some dark street. Probably combined social media impressions. That clip, probably 15 million social media impressions. It's just on the blogs that we were just talking about. It's like 4 million views. It would probably be about 10 million impressions. And then counting all the other ones that we're not counting. Like I'm pretty even because we did 4TC a couple of times with him, and one of them hit 1 million. The other one still hit good numbers. We did the RPD, we did the other pages, and they still did good on all of them. And then what are we gonna do next? Twitter. We're gonna take it there. You know what I mean? See if we can get something that's crazy because it's a song name. We're gonna take it there. You know what I mean? And we're gonna go to Twitter and we're gonna see if we can get the same result. Because once you have something that works, you need to keep firing away at it until it doesn't work anymore.
Especially when you see someone in Florida and you see one of your random boys out in Jersey talking about, just give me 100 even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, facts.
We get so used because we see it every day. Fuck 130, just give me 100 even.
That's
You've
like,
been talking about that one
come on,
line,
bro.
Because that's in my opinion, like just I mean, not even just to turn this into like a bar breakdown, but like in my opinion, that statement is what separates a true hustler from somebody that's not, because only a true hustler would understand that type of situation. Like, you owe me 130? Fuck it, give me 100 even.
Yeah.
Only somebody that really hustles would understand and value that type of situation, because if you're not in that situation and you're not hustling it out, you're going to be like, I need my full 130. Like, all right, you must not sell a lot of shit. You must not be doing much business, because I do a lot of business. And if I have a client that's not trying to pay me and they're willing to give me over 75% of what they owe me, all right, yeah, but we just, you know what I mean? That covers damn near all of my costs, gets me out of the red. Fuck it. You know what I mean? What's going to happen if Fred went on his, he was like, on the Say Cheese post, he was like going, which is another important thing. Guys go on these blogs, they don't bother to fucking engage with people.
With their fans, right? They're too cool.
He's replying to people's comments. Like, somebody was like, man, you tripping, I need my 130. And then he like broke it down in the comment, like, nah, man, like, because that customer's gonna remember that time that you gave them that little discount, and they're gonna come to you every time after that. And that's like, a lot of these people, they just don't realize that's what's going to bring it further than anything else. Like, even with the pricing here, like, we don't give everybody different pricing, but I'm not turning somebody away if they only have, we charge $800 for a video. If you have a $600, $700 budget, I'm not going to turn you away. We're going to figure something out. I'll figure something out that works for you, that works for us. It'll be a slightly lesser product than what everybody else gets for full price, but we'll still take care of you. We're not going to treat you any different. We're not going to come over here and half-ass it. But point being is that at the end of the day, I just think that more people should go with that type of mentality. Like, if you're going to be in this and you're going to do this properly, you got to treat everybody like an individual. Everybody has their own situations. Yeah, you got to have, generally accepted business principles. You're not just going to bend over if your price is 130, just start telling people 100 is all right. But you got to work with people, because people remember that. To your point, like you were saying earlier, like, if you have somebody that's like, I get paid in 2 or 3 days, like, all right, bet, let's just get your post up. You know what I mean? And then we're not going to, by any means, we're not encouraging people to reach out to the page and not have the money to pay for the post. But in a situation where, he's feeling generous, he trusts the person.
It's the person that, bro, like you said, I ain't going to hold you. I'll be honest. I'm picky.
Yeah.
If I see someone who's busting their ass, working their ass off, consistent content, I check stories. You're going to work every day.
Yep.
And I see you consistent. You with your family and you're working. You're in the stew. And I see you actually a genuine person. I might cut the price. I'm going to say, send me one. I'll throw it on the story. I'll get you another one. I'm picky and choosy.
Yeah.
But, when you get to that level, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
You own the page.
that's how you get back. And that's how,
right.
Everything comes full circle.
Exactly. And that's when people are like, oh, nah, Matt, that's my man. He took care of me. You know what I mean? That's what me and you, I genuinely think that we're probably the only two people that do this marketing shit that are even what, something else that you and I have in common that nobody else has in common? Free consultation. Where else are you getting one of those? From somebody that really does this shit. There's people that don't really do the shit that'll talk to you for free, but people that are really active in this industry that'll just, go on this link and just take 30 minutes of my time for nothing. Who's doing that? But that's what that's what separates us from everybody else, is that we're willing to, all right, yeah, come on, I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Come on, let's do the phone call. Tell me about your strategy. Tell me what you've tried. Tell me what you haven't tried. We'll figure out how to make it better. Most people, it's like, nah, you got to pay. My time is valuable. It's like when the same thing that we talk about all the time is like when videographers will post on their story about how booked and busy they are and then be like, yo, open dates next week. Like, those two statements don't align together, because if you were booked and busy, you wouldn't be posting about open dates next week, and you wouldn't be bitching about your clients in the same fucking story.
Everybody whose calendar call I didn't answer, it's Logan's fault. So I'll get back to you after this.
Back at it, because we started with an impromptu podcast episode. 'Cause why not? But and that's the other thing, and that's why I do all my consultations for free, because there's you know how it goes. Our plan today was you were going to come in, you were going to get on the call, but I seen he finished the treatment, he was about to roll up. I was like, we need a podcast episode for Monday. Let's do this instead. Since you didn't charge these people, you have all the right in the world to say, we'll get on in an hour. And they'll be like, oh, all right, bet, sounds good. Now, if you charge these people $100 each, you wouldn't be doing this podcast right now. You'd have to be slaving on that computer right now for $1. You know what I mean? Just to talk to somebody that probably isn't even going to appreciate what you're saying. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I always pride myself on, is I've never charged somebody to talk to me. I've never charged somebody to meet with me, and I never will, because, like, what does that do for us besides make us look crazy? Because then it's like, I paid to meet this guy and nothing happened. Well, like, yeah, obviously not, but, like, people don't understand that.
Yeah, and it's just like building the longevity of it. Just a little bit of you taking your time to talk to that person for free, and then nobody else doing it. It sets that you're now in their mind versus they talk to you. Even if you told them something good that benefited them, they paid whatever $100. So in their it costs something, and then it just next time they want to think about something that your name doesn't come up, they might go to try somebody else, and it just builds that longevity. And I don't think a lot of people have that mindset to build a longevity where. Like that, like I'm willing to be flexible to make something work or work with somebody or do this because I'm looking at the bigger picture, not the extra 100 I can have in my pocket today to go do something with, but building the longevity and having that name that over time in a year and 2 years, like somebody asks you, oh, WaveChange, oh yeah, no, they're easy to work with, they're versus somebody asks your name and they know, oh, I had to pay them this, they're like, they're cool.
And it just turns them away. Like, I try to teach them that every day. I hired, Nico a year ago. I'm sorry, or like literally a full year ago. And, from just being an editor to making edits to everything, and now having his own label clients, working with fan pages, I don't want to say everything, but, working with big clients on, the music fan pages, running his own outlets. Like I told him, bro, do a bunch of free work. At first he was like, I'm tired of doing free work. We're not doing this shit no more. But I had to learn that to teach somebody else.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we get egos in the way around people who we're around, and they make you think that sometimes you're on a pedestal and you're too good, and it's just like
the egos, and a lot of people I feel like are trying to rush to get to somewhere they feel like they should be. Because a great example is I did free work for the first 5 years of doing videography, and one of the first free clients that I worked consistently with is How I Know You now to this day. And it took 6 years for that free work to pay off, but it paid off more than anything. We're here now. And
he was getting consistently used for free work. Used. I used the word used on purpose because it was strategic. But it was like that shit, to his point, like, now look at it. You know what I mean? Like, met each other 6 years ago with somebody that I fucking hate. You know what I mean? And now it's like, I'm in a better position than that guy is. You're about to be in a better position than that guy is. And now neither of us have nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? And even then, like, we started our new relationship with a free video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
for Kick Door, selling Skrilla's video. I called him at like 5 o'clock and I was like,
Yeah,
like,
that's a good story, yeah.
And I don't even remember what I told him to convince him to do it, but I was like, like, I got this video with the Capitol people. Like, if you do it, we'll probably get some more videos from them. And then he pulled up, he did it. He what's a good word for it? He waited patiently for 4 hours to shoot, did the shoot, turned the video around in like 3 or 4 days. She got that shit out, and then we're like, oh shit, like, we'll stick around each other. And then now we got the studio here. Now we've done a big video for Capitol, you know what I mean? That was the one that you came to. That was paid for by them, and they trusted us because they had these other examples of his work. Even the NDOT video that we shot, I did that for free. I called Tariq, and I was like, yo, I want to shoot a video for somebody for free. Like, give me somebody. And he was like, oh, NDOT. And I was like, all right, bet, yeah, come on, bring him over here. We were over here. I took a financial loss that day because I ordered everybody pizza. You know what I mean? Like, the whole crew. We had like 15 people here between NDOT's people, the Capitol people. But it's like that shit allowed us to do a lot because NDOT traded us rap rotations for the video, and when he did the rap rotations collab, it got like 200,000 views. We got a decent amount of followers, and I was happy with that. If I could trade a rap rotations for a free music video, anybody that sees this, if you're lit and you watch this, which probably you don't watch this if you're lit, but maybe you do, you know what I mean? If you got some stain, I'll trade you a music video for a rap rotations.
No, yeah, but that Skrilla, I mean, yeah, literally, that's how we reconnected from that video. Just randomly calling me like, yo.
And then Skrilla's music did some voodoo on this kid. He's been listening to it
Yeah,
since.
I'm like, I feel compelled to show people.
That's why when I came in the other day, he was in a dark room.
Yeah, it did something. I don't know.
But he was in the dark room. I saw stars.
Yeah.
And I won't say anything else. But
Yeah, no, I gotta get in touch, you know. No, yeah, but that literally that. Yeah, you just called me, and I remember I didn't know who Skrilla was, or I didn't even know who Sel or Skrilla was at the time. You just told me got two artists that are both signed to label. I want to do this video. I pull up, and then yeah, we waited probably like 4 hours. I remember like hour 3 of waiting. You and Chelsea walk up to me. All right, we'll catch you later. You're good. I was like, oh, all right, sick. So now I'm here with Sel, his homies, Skrilla's homies. Yeah, and then like.
Wait, you left him stanking at the video? Oh yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, and that was like yeah.
I would do that to you.
Once 9 o'clock hits, I'm going home. Like, I'm an old man.
But you need, I feel like that's the things you need, because that was an easy vetting process to you to see if I'm willing to do it.
True.
I could have easily in the next hour waiting alone been like, all right, I'm getting out of here. But like,
you know, and then on top of that, the funniest part is that it gets to hour 4.
Oh yeah.
And Skrilla's like, yeah, we're not gonna shoot a video anymore. Like, just come and he's like, you are gonna pick a beat for me to record, and you're gonna make a vlog for it, so you could have a vlog of me making a song.
That's hard though.
Yeah,
Wait,
so like
did it
hour
happen?
4, yeah. So I waited like 4 hours. Skrilla finally there, and then he decides, hey, I don't want to shoot a music video. Let's just shoot a vlog in the studio. So we spend like 2 hours with Skrilla going through beats, and then he goes to me. He's like, yo, you pick the beat. And I'm like, okay. And mind you, I don't know who Skrilla is at this time. Random artist to me.
Hey,
so I have no idea who he is. He's telling me to pick the beat. They're just playing beats.
This
He's
is
like,
pre
this
from
one?
the block. So this is when he was
So
really
you didn't
still
even know
like
his flow, none of
No,
that.
no idea who he is. Like, he's like, yo, I'm like,
Hey,
and I'm
yo.
asking him, I'm like, well, like, what's the style? Like, what are you going for? He's like, nah, you just pick the beat. And it like, eventually he just, I guess, got distracted, or we moved on to the next thing. He picks another song that wasn't the song you sent me to shoot. He was like, let's shoot a video to this song. We shoot one take to that song. And then he decides to, all right, let's actually shoot the video to the song I came. And then we shot the music video that is now the music video.
that was like that shit lasted till like 3 a.m. too. It was a long night.
This is that experience.
But
that we're
that's,
talking
yeah, it's the
about
experience.
for-
Like, as much as waiting however long just sitting there is like, I'll have that story forever. That was dope. It's like, and
Yeah.
look what it turned into now.
Yeah, Skrilla will have platinum records. It'll be a great story. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Do you still have the footage from the vlog?
I've like, it's like an hour or 2 of just Skrilla in the studio, just like listening to beats and like trying to like starting to write something, then change the beat.
In that Inglewood house too.
That's hard.
Yeah, but yeah, all like.
But no, that is a good point. I ain't even. I guess I was probably that day. I probably was looking at it as a vetting process. Like, if I leave this kid here, you know what I mean? Because I had been on the hunt for a videographer since I moved into here. I've been looking for one, and I honestly just like. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I forgot about him, you know what I mean? Because I've known him for 6 years. I don't know if I just like, in my mind, you want to know what it probably was? I didn't know how it went at the Weird office. You know what I mean? So like,
'cause I
I
was
probably
looked up,
in my
yeah.
mind, I was like, oh
Wrote
yeah,
me
he's
off,
already, he's
yeah.
working. You know what I mean? He's already got his situation over there. And then, you know, obviously we found out what happened with that. I kind of broke in the ice. I'm like, I needed somebody that night. One thing, and this is wrong, but this came from working with the other guy that we were talking about. Like, I knew that if I called, he would be Mr. Last Minute. I could get him same day. You know what I mean? And then I was like, damn, like, now after I seen the work and I seen the video, everybody really liked the video. And then I think shortly after that was when you had called and said like, yo, like, you still got that room open? And
Yeah,
then,
but I don't even think that's wrong of you. Like if you need something last minute, do it. And it's just like, I'm willing to do it because I could be. Like right now, I'm no longer that because I don't have to be.
Yeah.
When people let their ego decide if they have to be Mr. Last Minute, like who am I? Like if I just physically can't, no, I have something else to do. But if you're at a point where it's
Yeah.
like I'm at the crib, not doing anything, and somebody hits you up, I need you right now to do this, and you really want.
like,
that.
you want to know who's been doing that a lot? Who I really want to shoot a video for, but it just never works is D Rose. Always same day. Can you shoot a video in 2 hours? And it's like
Oh.
the answer has been no every time, not because we're egotistical, but because he genuinely
Physically
just has other
doing-
shoots.
yeah, we're
you know what
already
I mean?
doing
And that's
something.
and that was honestly probably the last same day video that you did.
Yeah,
That I
mean,
can remember.
But even now, it's like my ego doesn't decide I can't be that. Like a good example is the Plugdino content
Yeah,
pack we just
facts.
did. We had 2 shoots and it
On
ended.
New Year's Day, he
Yeah,
hit
and
us and he was like, "Can I come tonight at 8 o'clock and shoot some
and
content?"
the calendar was open, so it's open, yeah, and come through. It's like I don't let my ego
This
decide.
year
A lot of
we
people let
worked.
their
We worked
ego.
Christmas this year. We worked Thanksgiving and we worked New Year's Day and had shoots on all of them.
God damn.
Like,
Every single one of them. And me and him did a podcast on Thanksgiving morning.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, the last
Yeah.
episode.
The
we
last
recorded
episode
on
we
the
recorded
morning
on
of
Thanksgiving. Because I'm not gonna
Cooking
pretend like
with
I'm some.
Logan.
I'm not
Cooking
gonna
with
pretend like I'm some
Logan.
super hard.
Yo.
I definitely love to work, but the reason why I work the holidays this year is because my mom works at a hospital and it was her year to work. So next year I probably won't work the holiday, but to me a holiday is just a day.
But
You
I'm
know what I
sure
mean? Like,
you'll do something because like that. I went home for Thanksgiving that day, but we filmed it in the morning. And
Bro, you know how
still did
annoying that
something.
is?
What?
I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck, bro. Logan's up, bro. Let me get my ass up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, fuck.
You wake up, check the 7 a.m. story.
Yeah, I'm
like,
like, I'm up usually 5:30, 6 in the morning, but the one day I'm like, Logan's up. Let me get my ass up, bro. But
I
now
hope
that's
that,
motivation
people tell me
for
they
people.
see that shit. That's
no,
all I put that shit up
I
for.
think no, I 100% think it works because
You know?
like
Keep people
even if it-
accountable.
exactly.
Rain, sleet, snow, or shine,
I-
you know, we gonna be active at 7 in the morning.
I'm like, I know I need that shit. Some people, you feel me? They, why he always doing? No, bro, I appreciate that shit.
Facts.
And
Sometimes
I try.
Even people, somebody who would say that, it means that got to them because
Yeah.
somebody also waking up at 7 is never gonna look at your story at 7 and be like, why is he put like they're? It's just not gonna. The people who are gonna get mad at that are the ones who are mad at themselves, not getting up to whenever they wanted to.
Yeah, and I wanna I think something that I've been just thinking about is because I've been doing the same type of content for the past 3 years, just simple informational phone tripod camera. I think I want to change it up a little bit this year and get a little bit more ignorant. You know what I mean?
we got a review to the music.
Yeah,
you
know,
gotta
and
show our personality.
exactly.
That's why I wanted to start this.
Yeah. And that's really one of my biggest goals is to get more into the influencer bag, you know what I mean? And I even just doing other things besides just, all right, yeah, we post music. Yeah, we post motivational shit about music, but let's post some other type of shit too, you know what I mean? I want to start when I go to the range, I've been posting videos from the gun range and
Yeah,
shit. I wanna start
lifestyle
doing
stuff.
more of that, more, dinner type of videos, day in the life, you know what I mean?
Because I mean that's what people because
to
anybody else,
humanize me.
yeah, exactly. Because in theory, anybody else can learn the stuff you know and just do it.
Yeah.
The thing that separates you is the human behind it. Anybody else can shoot dope videos.
Yep.
But the experience they have, they're comfortable on set. It makes us different.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Bringing that personality.
That's
in,
your biggest advantage, and I tell you this all the time. I tell everybody this all the time. My new, the new buzzword in the office is passion. You know what I mean? I found myself just that's become my biggest sales tool when I've been pitching him to people. Is take quality of the video aside. We're not going to talk about that because if each of us was what's your favorite music video, it would be 4 different videos. What you think is the best video versus what I think his thing. Obviously, not counting camera quality, which is pretty synonymous, but what the best video is different for everybody. So my main selling point has been not fuck the quality, but fuck the quality. You're not going to find somebody that cares more about the video than him. It's not going to happen. Somebody that genuinely because here's the thing, he doesn't want to post an ass video. He also doesn't want to not post something that he worked on. Because that's the dilemma is most videographers just won't post videos that they know are ass. Why would we want to do a video not to post it? I mean, I feel an easy way to describe it in one sentence is it's his video too. Even though the client's paying for it and the client controls the release and it's the client's video and they own the footage and all that, it's just as much his video as it is the client's. And he's just as invested into making it look good as the client is, even more so sometimes because it's his name that
Yeah,
goes
because
on.
I mean, my view, because I don't care how the video performs, because once I give it to the client, it's out of my hands. I'm not marketing it. I'm not doing. So
Nor does he want to. The others,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But I know, depending on how dope I can make this video, how I can sell it with the content I'm gonna make and post on my accounts. So I just look at the videos as, yeah, I gotta make you, the artist, happy, but I gotta make this so I know I can sell it to then get you to want to get the next video. And that's the
Everything,
key.
each one teach one,
It's mine.
you know?
I don't care. Just I'm not doing this just to make, oh, you're happy and it'll stop hitting me up. I'm doing it so I can sell it, so you guys will want to come buy the next one.
With the treatment with cell shit.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Exactly.
When
Saying
was
like
the
that
last
was
time people
all
shooting with treatments?
That's what
And
blows
running
my
them.
mind is other, like, I don't know of many other directors when I talk to artists that they'll talk to a director and the director
Did I tell you how much that video was?
lock in and
Like with the spot.
Everything.
Like 2,500.
Yeah, just about. You know, it's like who else is doing a video of that size for $2,500? You want to know why? Because another videographer here's $2,500 budget. They hear $2,500 in pocket. You know what I mean? We kept the same $700 that we keep for any other video. It was the same pay as a video that we do over here. We just had an additional $2,000 to spend in production, and the proof is right there of what can be created. That video was not on another level like the other videos are bad, but it was on another level.
a higher
of
production
step
level.
up, a higher
We just
production.
had a bigger
that was
set,
a 10-hour
more
shoot.
sets were longer.
You know?
But yeah, and I think a good way that we have it structured where none of us, when the videos come in, we're not looking how much do we get paid, because we don't get paid when the video, like, it's the total together. So every video, sometimes I don't even know what if this video was more, if we're doing this for free, and that way every video gets the same.
Like he
amount of
doesn't get the
love.
price with the treatment.
Yeah, it's
The
just,
only time he gets a price for the treatment is if it's over budget. Like,
So I know
yeah,
to
we got
raise
like
it.
$2,000 to spend on this video, so do something extra. But every other video, it's not like he's like, oh, how much is this one?
Yeah,
And
song
then that
comes in.
that answer determines how much effort he puts into it. Now, even this videos we've done treatments, not a lot. We've done maybe 3 treatments that haven't paid for the video before, but like even we don't care. You know, you'll have
We
us
don't
write your
charge to
treatment.
write the treatments.
The
You
only
only
thing I
charge
would be
once you
offended
approve the
by is
treatment.
if you took our treatment and had it shot by somebody else. That would piss me off. Would that piss you off?
no,
No?
Why?
That would piss me off.
because I don't like.
That's
it-
your
it
thought
goes back to-
process.
Because however the other director's going to read that treatment isn't how I was going to make that video.
True.
I have no, like, I'm not in competitive because I don't hold.
Because
like,
it could be the same
attachment to-
concept, but the shot list would be different. Like we
Yeah.
wouldn't give up a shot
And
list.
I don't know. I have like a weird attachment because I want to create the videos because I want to create the video. I'm not attached necessarily to this concept to like if you went and shot the video and redid my whole concept, it'd be like that's not going to stop me from then I'm just trying to make videos. Like, that's what scratches the itch for me. It's not you took this idea. It's like I'm gonna make
and
a
I
video
feel like
tomorrow.
that goes over people's
Nah,
heads.
but not idea, but like full script. Like
Yeah,
you feel me?
they could like
it don't matter.
because tomorrow I'm gonna make another video and it's gonna be a different concept
Oh,
and
that's
And
tough.
the
that's
next day
the
it's gonna be
difference
the
between
next.
him and everybody else is that his only focus, not to just talk about it,
Yeah.
you're not sitting there, but his only focus is to make great videos.
Yeah.
That's it.
And-
There is
and
no other focus.
It's I love doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like when we finish the video today, regardless of if it was my dream video to make, I have another idea I want to make tomorrow, and that it's wanting to do the thing. So if we make it or if I write treatment, that's why I don't care about charging. Like I write the full treatment, everything, and you don't pay until you look at the treatment and go, I want to do it. Then you pay.
Yeah.
We don't charge for that. I don't.
And then even then too, like there was other. I don't remember whose video it was, but there was one treatment that we wrote that somebody didn't use. So what do? We just used it for somebody else that worked
we'll
with that
rework
song.
ideas. If somebody doesn't do the idea after a certain however long, I'll just rework the idea, and then if they want to come back around, we'll do another idea because I want to do a video tomorrow. And then
And the ideas is creative too. Like I'm not to even just keep bigging it up, but like just like the other day we had a song called "Dead Weight" that came into the office from a client down in South Carolina who's going to be doing some runs with us soon. Once he gets his videos edited and everything, once he gets his content and his performances and everything. But he came in with songs "Dead Weight." You know what I mean? Most people they look at a treatment, $700. They're like,
rapper.
a rapper, whatever. Let's go to the block. You know what I mean? Whatever. We built a box. Do you have any footage from it? Is there any BTS you can show them real quick? Bro, we built a box
pull it
like
up on the TV.
like a coffin.
Oh, you guys had the TV here, right?
Yeah, put it up on there. I don't see any DPs in here.
Yo. Yeah, be careful with that gallery. Hold on.
We put a whole coffin and had him dragging himself around the parking
Oh,
lot.
no. We're not doing no coffin videos. I don't like that shit.
This shit was crazy.
Damn. Wait. So So what'd you do? You put them like on the back of a truck,
No,
and like tied onto a truck.
onto
and,
a hand cart.
Yeah, we had wheels on
shit.
it on the bottom, and then dragging it with the rope that's at the top.
And he was like, I love this concept because it was different. And all his videos in one way or another look the same. You know what I mean? It's fancy car, fancy house, money, jewelry, ladies. You know what I mean? And then he got to come up here and do a real concept. You know what I mean? And that's what I think separates these guys from everybody else is just the care and effort that's put into the concepts and the creativity that's put into the concepts.
How do you start thinking about them? Like like you have like a little
I
process you go into.
not sometimes it's really different. Sometimes I'll have like I for a while I've been wanting to do something with like a coffin or something, so I have like some ideas I know, and then when the songs come in, I'll listen to the song, and if the song kind of fits the vibe of some of the ideas I want to do, I'll fit into that. Some of them don't, and I just like that song Dead Weight. So initially I was like, okay, and then I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, this kind of can fit. He's talking about like not death, but like losing and stuff. So I was like, oh, this can fit that coffin idea I want to do, and then I work it in. Some of them, if they have ideas, will just fully flesh out their ideas.
Yeah, because we ask every client. Some clients, and it's honestly been interesting for me to see the difference in client, but like some people will come to us almost using us as a service provider, right? Strictly a service provider. I want this scene, this scene, this scene, this one, this one, this one. I want to edit it in this order, this order, this order. And then it's like, all right, sounds good. Boom, come on. And then some people are like, here go the song. Just let me know when and where to go. You know what I mean? And they just leave it completely in his hands to come up with. And I think that's what makes it fun. You know, it makes it so every video is slightly different, but they're also all we're either going to come up with a concept to his point that he has these ideas in his mind. It's like, I want to shoot a video with a big wooden box. Who knows when we're going to have a treatment and a song that's going to match it, but I know that I want to do a video with a box. In his mind, there are all these ideas of videos that he wants to do. He's just looking for the right people to put them with. Whereas a lot of these videographers, they just don't like. I feel like a lot of videographers are failed rappers.
I mean, yeah, I know a lot of videographers who I met as rappers and now shoot videos.
You know, because they think that they think the camera's going to be their way into the industry. Because a lot of people want to do rap music because they want the aura that goes around being in the music industry. And then videographer is and no offense to you, but it is the lowest barrier to entry. Yeah. Taking skill level to the side. Anybody can pick up a camera and hit the record.
And I also think it's one of the easiest areas to make money the quickest.
Yeah.
Like producer is probably the next. That's easy.
Producer's
the
beats. Hardest, I think.
Like
selling beats, I think selling beats is harder than rapping.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, as far as because that's why I see a lot of artists get discouraged because you don't make money as an artist indefinitely for a long time. Videographer, what?
What are they doing in there?
Oh, who is it? I don't know.
I don't know, bro. If that's
what?
I think producers. I think it's easier for producer to make.
You think so?
Just I'm talking
money
quick,
first.
Quick,
Who's
yeah, quick money in your pocket today. Like, because artists, you don't make quick money in your pocket
Producer from
today.
Wyoming, artist from Wyoming. Which one's making money first?
Producer.
Think so?
Yeah, because I can go online and sell
that
a
shit for $50.
Because it's a service that somebody
True.
can buy. The artist, you need to sell yourself,
True.
convince, and then like me, I
The
could just.
videographer got to be in the same areas as
The
artists.
videographer, I feel like videographer is easy if you're in the right
Based on
area.
area, yeah.
Impossible if like videographer Wyoming.
Yeah.
Who do you
They're
think
not
can make
working.
more money though?
Like producer.
Actually,
Yeah, the producer will
I
make
think
more money.
because they can have the
with
most
success.
royalty. Yeah, because videographer you make it quick, but at least I haven't found it. There's no like residual on the videographer. We have no
Yeah.
like producer. You'll make money on the song. It goes platinum. You'll make
But if you're good, I feel like it's way better. The producer shit is oversaturated.
100%.
You know how many I delete on a day? Not
Yeah.
even
Oh,
no
100%,
disrespect,
yeah.
but it's just like overwhelming. Like, bro,
Oh, yeah.
Different countries, too.
I personally do not want to hear your 1,000 beats today. I'm sorry.
I don't.
I mean,
I honest to God, maybe I shouldn't even say this, but I could not tell you the last time that I listened to a beat.
Yeah.
I think it's been
There's nothing
over a
wrong
year
with
and a
that,
half
though.
since I've listened to a beat. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I feel like, you know, before I had the problem that we were talking about before we turned the cameras on. Like, I just wanted to be like I'm not saying no to anybody. Like you can anything you need me to do, yeah, I'm doing it. I could do it. Yeah, me. Pick me. Like I feel like when I started the business, I had to be like that. So I was doing like an artist would tell me like, you know, just because I was marketing with them, they were my marketing client. They were like, "Yo, can you help me pick a beat?" And I'd just be like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" And I'd sit there and like now if somebody asked me, I would be like, "No, bro. Like you
But
don't
there's
need
no-
my opinion on what beats to use is completely irrelevant."
You
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even
No.
listen to music.
Uh-huh.
I don't. If somebody sends me a song, I'll listen to it. But I don't, like, my commute from here to the office is 4 minutes. My house is 4 minutes up the road from here driving. I could walk if I wanted to. So it's like, I'm not listening to music in the car in the morning. I only go on long drives 5 or 6 times a year, and they're only 3 hours long. Not really listening. I mean, we just drove to West Virginia 6 hours in silence and 6 hours back in silence. I drove the entire way in silence because I really sometimes prefer the silence. I'm not really like, I'm not really the biggest fan of music. I like the music because of the sport and the competition. This is, in my opinion, the best sport that I've ever played. This compared to like playing baseball, I'd rather play music industry all day. As a music industry, I feel like I've gotten really good at playing the game. You know what I mean? Whereas like before, I was just willing to play any position. The only thing I want to do is coach. That's all I want to do. I'm not a beat selector. I'm just a coach. I tell you, you tell me what you got. You got a first baseman, a second baseman, a third base. I'll tell you where to play everybody. I'll tell you what to do with your resources. But I'm not helping you pick the players. It's not my job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
there's nothing
I'm
wrong
not
with
good
that.
at it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pretend to be good at it. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like really locked in on a lot this past year to 18 months where I've gone through a lot of the growth that I've gone through is I really like, if it's not marketing, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you can, again, taking your ego aside, not letting the ego decide it, but playing just the role you're supposed to. Because, like, the same thing with me. I don't do anything. When people ask me anything, music videos, content, that's what I do. And because if I focus on that,
Yeah, like,
I can be the
you know
best
what's, you know
at
what's
that.
crazy?
What?
Alovine, right? They pay us a nice chunk of money every month. Wants nothing to do with it. It's like crazy to me. Like, just give it to Steve.
Hey,
And I'm like, oh, like, and Steve is great. That's not why I'm saying it. Like, Steve is our product guy because Steve likes the product stuff, but like, he won't touch it if he's not passionate about it. And I have so much respect for that because there's money. I mean, they just paid today thousands of dollars.
Steve probably makes the same, if not more than me, because of the product stuff.
Yeah. And it's like, he won't touch it. You don't want to touch it with a 10.5-foot pole. I'm good. Just give it to Steve. I'm all right. You know what I mean? And it's like, I respect that, though, because he knows what he wants to do, and more people need to be like that. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that the team works so well. I don't want to do anything besides business. He doesn't want to do anything but shoot concept, cool videos. Steve doesn't want to do anything except cool videos and product. Jose doesn't really want to do anything besides shoot photos and help on sets. Like, there's not, like, nobody's trying to be something they're not. You know what I mean? And that's what I think one of the biggest problems with this industry is that people are in an identity crisis. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know how they want to do it. They don't even know what they can do.
Yeah, it's interesting because I can easily see how I watch Steve make a bunch of money from doing the product stuff, and then me
even West Virginia, that was a $30,000 production budget. I'm good. I don't want to do nothing for it.
Yeah, because
he came for a free vacation.
Because I know, like, I just editing that and shooting that. It's not like I want to do the music videos, and like if I didn't have music videos to do, I would, like, if I needed money to do it, I would. But being that I'm able to just do this, I want to just focus on this because I value, like, I know I need to do this as long as I'm alive for the next 70 years. So I need to build this thing that I'm willing to do, be here every day. And like the product stuff, I've done a little, like, I used to edit weddings. And after doing it for a couple months, I was like, oh, the money's really good, but I'm not happy doing this. I could just as well go get a job at Amazon and not be happy and make that consistent money. So if I'm choosing to do this thing, like, I'm gonna do it, even if it's hard.
You gotta want to at the end of the day.
That's the biggest thing because I could easily see Steve making just as much money doing the product stuff and not be stressed over having to book the next music video and do this, but like that just like I'm not doing it just to make some money. So it doesn't. I understand what I'm building, doing the thing I want, and not just doing whatever to and then be unhappy doing it. Because like you said, you gotta find, like, a lot of people, I don't think, are honest with themselves about what they want to do. Like, they're either in this or doing something because
I don't think that they're not honest.
I
They
think
just
even
want
honest-
money.
I think you're honest with
Do you
A
feel
themselves.
lot
me?
of people are just money hungry.
Yeah,
when it
it
comes to
has
it.
nothing to do with like them. They just need a couple dollars. You feel me? Like, and those are the people who, you know, we try to put on a yearly basis, but like, it's not that their work ethic is shit. They can't do this. It's, we can tell in the blink of an eye who really loves
Yes.
this music shit.
Yep.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like he said, sometimes he'll sit in a car with no music. Right? I have an alter ego. And I might run around the house in my sweatpants with no shirt on, bumping G Herbo till you feel me? Till my heart desires.
Yeah.
Chief Keef, whatever. I was that same kid at a young age.
Yeah.
When there was no Instagram, there was no nothing. There was 105.1, 97.1 trucks. I lived in the heart of Patterson. I would run and chase those trucks for who's hot upcoming.
Yep.
I would put those posters of artists on my wall. I would pay my neighbor $5, $6 I would save up to upload my music from BearShare, LimeWire, and I would get every single hot artist song. When the ball dropped on New Year's, when I'm 8 and 7, all my family's in the living room, I'm listening to the radio station. What's the #1 song of the year? Like, you can't make certain
Yeah.
shit. Like, you have to be around that culture.
Yeah.
You have to see around. Imagine living in Patterson when Fetty Wap blew up.
Yeah, I could
Facts.
only
You
imagine.
can't,
Yeah.
and you're in the block, you're outside. I'm not outside posted doing bullshit, but I'm outside in my backyard. Every single car that passes by, you hear Fetty Wap. So it's like, it's motivation. You see, you come from nothing. I'm sitting there, you see shit, and I'm like, damn, this is a, I don't
a
want to
real
be an
thing.
artist. I never wanted to grab a mic. You've never seen me in a snippet or music video. I just wanted to be in the business of
neither.
what I loved.
Yeah. No, I mean that's I think that's also why I'm so easy to like no matter what budget he comes with from Al Vine wants to do this, I have no interest because I know I got in this for that, loving music because I just wanted to listen to music every day and like it wasn't like I wanted to be an artist. I want to be around this and like I was making videos and it just I want to be around music. Like something about music and artists and just everything about it just infatuates me and it's like you said, I can easily feel when I'm around somebody in the first 5 minutes if they have that same passion for that.
Even with the artists, you know how many artists we feel that be here and we be talking like, yeah, it don't even seem like this guy wants to be here right now. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally some artists that'll come for the shoots, and like, it's always so interesting to see the polar opposites. Like, some people will be here like super involved, like, yo, like this is awesome. Like, how do I look? Like, whatever. And then some artists is like, yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know what I mean? Like, they genuinely like, and even though they've told us for like, I'm only doing this because I have to. You know what I mean? And it's just like seeing all different walks of life. It's so interesting, to see how everybody treats it and
It just keeps going on you.
how everybody treats it. You know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's just really interesting to see. You know what I mean? But it's even more interesting to see how somebody that doesn't like it will know that they have to do it and push themselves through it. And some people I talk to on the phone they'll be like, I ain't doing that content shit. That shit corny. It's like, all right, bro. Good luck selling that music. Might as well go back to selling CDs out the trunk. Gonna have
they
more
too
success
cool for
doing
it.
that.
I'm not that camera motherfucker. I'm not
Alright,
that
bro.
camera. I don't do that camera
Go
shit.
get a job at FedEx.
I bet. You don't do
Put
that
the
You
fries
camera
don't
and
want to
shit.
be an
shit.
artist.
Yeah, that's
the end of it.
It's
Like,
like being a
you don't
dentist
wanna
and
be
being
an
like, I
artist.
don't do that teeth shit. Like,
Yeah, I don't like cleaning teeth.
Like, I'll do everything else, but I don't want to be on camera. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
what
what
do
do-
you think you're gonna do?
yeah, like what? Name me an artist that you know that's
That you
famous,
don't never
that isn't
see.
on. Yeah, you like it just drops the song. That's it.
You know who they gonna hit you with.
Yep.
Boy Cardi.
Yep.
Oh my god, bro. That's the only.
I
That's
know.
the only one.
You are not
that's
Playboy
the go-to
Cardi.
one.
No, you're not.
Somebody we've had clips talking about this, and people in the comments of those clips say that like you're not Playboy Cardi. Like everyone's trying to be like,
Like, I'm
Trying to be something you're not.
and even that, it's like, all right, if you want to try that, have fun. Let
Yep.
me know how that works, because I can't work with you. I make content.
Yeah.
It's like I work.
I
with
got no use for you. I can't do
visual, yeah.
anything.
I know you had someone just like me. They pay us $2,500, $3,000, $5,000. We tell them to go make content. They block our number.
Yep.
Am I
Yeah,
lying?
nah, I don't want to do that,
Am I
bro.
lying?
And then
Nah.
they'll be like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, damn, bro, that's what the last guy said. I need somebody that's just gonna run it up.
Like, what am I gonna
Run
run up?
what up?
Your screen recording.
You gonna run up your the screen recording of
Run up the
notes?
screen recording.
Nah, I hit him up. I say, bro, I know AI and shit's cool and all, but I can't put my face and make it.
Yeah, I can't make your
Bro,
content
yeah,
for you.
like- I promise you, if I could, I would, just so I don't gotta talk to you every day. Because you're difficult to work with.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because that's the same things you talk about. How like they're like you run into a lot. But I mean, you fix it with me having videos, not being
Yeah.
able to work with people
Facts.
because they just didn't have videos or just don't have.
They don't have any type of content, nothing.
Yeah.
They won't pick up a phone, do a
No.
trailer. They're like, I'm too good for that, man.
I mean, yeah, this is
Like,
like
alright,
this
good
is
luck.
in my opinion like probably a version of when it like switched from like CD to digital, like the music, where people couldn't switch over because you just got to accept this is what the music
Yeah.
industry game is now. It's
I mean, look
content-based.
at. I mean, there's been people that. I mean, look at things like Benzino and The Source. You know what I mean? Like that. He had the biggest media platform in the world at some point, and just wasn't able to adapt it to today's culture. You know what I mean? This is 50 hip hop since 1987. All
But
these.
it's not
blogs.
his age. The reason why 4GC's lit, it's a new following.
Yeah,
Those are old followers who
Yeah.
they grow past their
They grew up-
interests.
yeah.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't.
their
They're not
interests
interested
change,
in the
yeah.
same shit. It's not as powerful as the impact in the culture at this very moment.
Yep.
Not because my page might not have 500, 600, a million followers, But we're pulling numbers the same as Our Generation Music, certain pages like that. That
Our Generation Music has a huge name in this shit, but their page sucks for promo. Like, it sucks. Like, I don't think I've paid for a lot of posts on there. I don't think I've ever gotten more than 50 comments.
Never a return on the investment.
Never. And especially when they're. I mean, I pay. I know that they charge like $700. I pay $600 for the post over there. I'd rather pay the extra $100 and go Say Cheese and actually get a way better audience. You know what I mean? Because Say Cheese, the cool part about Say Cheese is that you get that hate, and that hate fuels the post the same way that the love does.
They got engagement.
You know, and that's the good part. That's why I like it. What are we at right now?
A minute, 2 or an hour, 2
Okay.
minutes.
Last thought. I think this would be a fun one. Biggest artist pet peeve.
Biggest artist pet peeve. Damn, that's just what we were talking about. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, my biggest pet peeve with these artists is and not even just with artists, is when anybody acts like sending a payment takes more than 30 seconds. Like, just tell me you don't have it, and that's okay.
I have a better one.
You know what I mean?
I thought my biggest artist pet peeve is when you let your family members, friends, associates, aunties, uncles, business partners, employees tell you what you should do with your contracts and management and how to develop
Who did a
as
post
an
about
artist.
that the other day? Someone big put a post out. I think
Lock
it was
of Films.
Yes, that's who it was. And that shit was
My boy.
real. That shit was some real ass advice.
Because he really does try and go help artists in the same way.
And they don't be
And
appreciating that shit.
my mama don't know you. We not signing to you. My auntie say, oh, nah, she not familiar with you. She never seen a video you shoot. Why the fuck would your auntie see a Lock of Films video?
Why would you listen to a 50-year-old woman's opinion on what
Yeah.
to do with music? It's like, but a lot of that, you know what I think it comes from? Is lack of self-confidence. You know what I mean? They need the people around them to tell them what they're doing is a good idea, or it won't feel right for them.
I don't blame them, though.
Yeah.
Because at that age, if back in the day, you feel me? If someone's coming to me with a contract,
Yeah.
and I'm be like, Mom, what the fuck? Do I sign this shit? Or am I, you feel me? And I might listen or
Yeah.
might
9
not,
times out of
but-
10, the answer's going to be no.
but it really does affect them when you don't listen to someone who really, know what they're doing.
Appreciate you guys watching this week's episode. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did like it. Please comment down below. Topics, if you felt a certain way about something we discussed, if you have an opinion on something we discussed, put it in the comments. We'll talk about it on the next week's episode. I hope you guys have an amazing week. You're kicking this year off strong. We'll be back next Monday. Follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok. Bam.